It was great to hear him say amazing to be back. You forget how much he's packed in. He's only 25. That's his 46th cap. So he scored 4 goals. Obviously, he's got to score more. He's won the title 6 times already. Last season was a bit of a nothing. And, you know, I don't want to say you're entitled to that, but that's inevitably going to happen, isn't it, when you start so young? Some seasons won't be that great.
But I think
human nature.
But he's won everything and he's been in a team that's capable of doing that and he's played his part in that. But, you know, playing for England and wanting to play for England, wanting to be somebody who people talk about as an England player that's contributing must be something that he desperately wants because he's won everything domestically, you know. And it is quite weird to hear a name like Phil Foden's as not being amongst the England team and where's he going to play? And he's like you mentioned 40, how many caps?
46.
46 caps, you know. And we're still talking about can he fit in? And just pleased that he's got an opportunity to play in that role and show that. If given the opportunity in the right circumstance, he can deliver.
I think he'll like the clarity, won't he, from his manager? I see you in this position, not that position.
Yeah, I think players would like that. Yeah. I think when you're in the squad, you always know there's competition. You always know who you're up against. But when a manager comes out and says, that's where I want to play you, that's the competition around you. So when he's got his opportunity tonight, it was just go and take it. Yep. And he did. His link-up play and obviously is set up for the second goal. We know his quality and it looks like he's got a spark back. And it's nice because, listen, we all have a lot of time for Phil Foden. Even from the United side of Manchester, it's good to see him back to his best.
It was great to have Thomas Tuchel with us at the start of the show. Here he is at the end with Gabriel.
Thomas, another win. You wanted signs of progress. Did you see more?
Yeah, it was complicated. It was a difficult match. It was complicated because they knew everything about us and we knew nothing about them. And go through the list of players. They play in top clubs, they play in top leagues, they have individual quality, and they came with a new energy and they made it a final for them. I like the first half a lot. I think we deserve to go up. I think we deserve to have maybe a second goal with Harry's header after the set piece. And the second half, we didn't get the pressing right all the times. They escape sometimes from the deep build-up and into fast attack. So the back four had to work hard to keep the clean sheet. We had to overcome some difficult moments, but I like it. Not everything is easy. Not every win is like 2-0, 3-0, 5-0, whatever. It's good. We kept a clean sheet and were decisive in the end. Good.
Well, it was 2-0. Just in terms of the impact players, has that been underlined tonight? This idea maybe of finishers?
Yes, we had good impact from the bench straight away, but the game became also a bit more stretched after I think we did the subs. It's around 60 minutes, so after 70, 75, the game got a little bit too open. I need to check why, but we brought on quality players, of course, and they wanted to show, and they showed. It's good.
How did Phil Foden do in that 9.5?
That's good. He's in a good shape. You see it you see it straight away that he's in good mood, that he's in full confidence because the ball's just in the right moment. The first touches are well-tempered. The pass is good in front of the assist is a very good assist. He moves freely. It's good.
For the players who missed out and will want to force their way into the team and whether they need to make a move in January to help their case. Starting with the 19-year-old Miles Lewis-Skelly at Arsenal. You were a youngster at Arsenal back in the day. He's now been left out, according to Thomas Tuchel, because of a lack of game time. So Tuchel's saying, look, you've got to play more to put yourself in the picture. The argument from the Arsenal fans will be, well, hold on, he's 19. He doesn't need to be playing every single second of every match.
No, of course, but if you want to play, you know, for the national side, you need to be playing in the Premier League side, right? You know, these players are performing, need to be in there. We're not, you know, if Miles Lewis-Skelly was the only left-back that we had, then, you know, obviously you'd still pick him. But when you've got players like Jed Spence, O'Reilly, other players in there who are staking their claim, you know, Miles Lewis-Skelly needs to be playing. I think he's a brilliant footballer.
There's a lot of brilliant footballers. I mean, how brilliant does he have to be then to get into the Tuchel squad as an option at left-back when you've got Nico O'Reilly starting?
Yeah, well, he's got to be in front of... for the first thing he needs to concentrate on is get in front of Calafiori. You know, because he was in front of Calafiori last season. Calafiori's come back this season, performing well, and Arteta's picking him in front of him. Why that is, maybe he looks at Miles Lewis-Skelly, he's young, he's got a mistake in him, he can, you know, maybe get done positionally, he likes to drift into midfield, and sometimes his discipline might let him down, but in terms of him as a future star, Miles Lewis-Skelly is going to be an England international.
Well, hold on, Nico O'Reilly's a matter of months older than Miles Lewis-Skelly. Nico O'Reilly's 20 years old.
Yeah, but he's starting. He's playing for Manchester City and he's performing well.
But then does that not counter what the Arsenal fans are saying? That it doesn't matter. I mean, 19, you're a man in football, aren't you?
A man? I mean, you're not a man. You're still he's 19. But
he could be starting every game if O'Reilly's doing it.
He could be starting
City,
every game.
On their tail.
Yeah, but Calafiori's a really good player as well, and they've got options. And at this moment in time, Miles Lewis-Skelly has found himself out of the side. So he needs to fight his way back into it. And once he gets himself back in the Arsenal team, then Thomas Tuchel, will look at him again.
But he's stuck between a rock and a hard place, isn't he? Because, so if he's not going to leave Arsenal, is he? I mean, or is he? Would you, Miles Lewis-Skelly, would you knock on the door and say, look, I need to go and play every week if I want to get to the World Cup? Because he's the number 2. Arteta's not going to let him go. If there's an injury, he starts the Champions League games. He comes on in like the 70th or the 80th minute for Trossard when they go defensive in a Premier League match. Yeah. So he's saying back to Tuchel, well, I'm doing my best here. Yeah. They're not going to let me go on loan. So what's the deal?
Well, look, it's a great argument because Miles Lewis-Skelly, if he genuinely believes that he wants to get in that World Cup squad and he needs to play football, then he would go and ask Arteta and say, look, I want to go on loan in January. I need to go on loan, go to another Premier League side.